Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to have some Division 18 online ranked gameplay in the welterweight division using none other than Gilbert Burns, and we're going to be coming up against Colby Chaos Covington. And the guy we're facing is someone that streams over on Twitch, so definitely feel free to check him out. Played him a total of 3 times, won twice, and he's beaten me once. And as you can see, he is in Division 20, and Colby is someone that people do struggle to fight against. I mean, I used to use Colby quite a lot. Definitely a big fan of using him on the game because you can really grind people out with his stamina. His striking overall is not, it's not the best in the world, but it's fairly decent. But as soon as it gets to the grappling, being on the ground, his ground and pound, everything's just absolutely phenomenal. So he's really good to wear away at opponents with and just subtly break them down over the duration of the 5-round fight. And the reason I picked Gilbert Burns is just such a good counter to most of the fighters at welterweight, to be honest with you, because he's such a specialist when it comes to the grappling department. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's off his back or on top, he's got no issue at all. So whenever I'm coming up against the wrestlers such as Kamaru Usman's, the Colby Covingtons, the Belal Muhammad's, the Hamzat Chimaevs, the GSPs, this division is littered with wrestlers, but nobody feels as good as Gilbert Burns when it comes to being on the ground at welterweight. People can, name whoever they want. No one feels as good as Burns does, and mixing it all together, he's very, very special in doing so. I mean, he's got a great range of kicking arsenal, solid on the feet. I think he's registered as a boxer, which is absolutely insane because we all know he's known for his jiu-jitsu, but he transmits and carries a lot of power even to the later rounds. And this matchup here is very, very exciting because, one, I know my opponent's a high-level player, and 2 is the fact that Colby just offers such a threat, especially when it comes to stamina management, and he can just definitely last the duration of these 5 rounds. It's a very, very challenging fight, and a lot of people crumble when coming up against a Colby. So this is exactly what I look to do. I always pick based off my opponent, to be honest with you. I always try to pick a good counter. You either want to pick someone that's evenly matched or someone that represents a skill set that's going to be very hard for your opponent to play against. Now, Colby Covington, his main avenue for success is of course going to be wrestling, grinding people out. So if I'm using someone like Gilbert Burns, who has no problem being off his back, then I don't need to rush any transitions. I'm more than comfortable working off the back. I'm going to be extremely, extremely dangerous, and one small mistake and you can find yourself in a submission that ends the fight. There's plenty of reversals to get reversed, and my opponent knows the skill set I possess, which is on the ground, and you'll see that that's why he doesn't choose to stay on the ground for too long, even after getting some takedowns. And as the rounds go on, you'll see how over time I slowly start breaking down and whittling away and trying to get a finish. You can see on the feet I'm very comfortable. I've just got to be careful to keep my stamina in a good position because it's only round 1 and you can see that my stamina drop off is very, very significant. So that's definitely something that caught my eye as I get into the clinch here, and he landed some good knees into the clinch. And this is exactly what Colby players are going to do. If you're facing a higher level Colby Covington player, you're going to look to do this exact thing. You're going to wear them out, hit the midsection a lot, and just wipe away that stamina, because stamina is not going to be an issue if you're Colby Covington. As long as you maintain it, keep on top of it, and there's no issue whatsoever. But you'll notice that when I'm on the ground, I'm going to try to be very, very comfortable as possible. I mean, if you see my last video where I fought Goat and he's using Hamzat Chimaev, for the first round, I think I was on my back for like 3 minutes. So I'm very composed when it comes to that regard, and if I can do it facing Goat, then I can definitely do it facing anyone in the world. And you can see he's mixing up his combinations here very, very well. Colby's using the spinning back fist and started off round 2 very, very strong, backing me towards the fence, working the body, and as well as working the head. So he throws the front kick just out of range, and right now I'm just getting the timing down from when he's slipping and what he's trying to do. Because when it comes to the power department, Gilbert Burns definitely has a significant advantage over Colby Covington. So it's just about keeping the pace at a pace I want to fight at, and you can see, get a little stun there because just the power he possesses is crazy. And you can see I'm throwing a strike, pausing temporarily because I can see that Colby's trying to slip the straight and then land a hook, and if that does land, it's going to be vicious and it's going to do a lot of damage. So it's all about being patient. You can see working the roundhouses to the midsection and doing that in order to set up the high kick is exactly what I can see coming. So I'm being very careful. You can see he's landed that roundhouse a few times now. The past couple times he did try and miss. You can see he lands it again, but this is just conditioning me to block low, so eventually we'll go high. Of course, you don't want to be eating too many of those, but whenever it's in the pocket, I'm just trying to get the better of the exchanges when it comes to the power aspect of it. Ideally, I know I can take this fight to the ground, and when I do take this fight to the ground, I'll be a lot more confident just because I know that I've got an advantage on the ground. You can see he snuck it up there, and little leg kick there just to offset the balance, and now he's back to working the body again. So it's all just to set up that high kick, that head kick. So I'm just being very careful. You can see catch the kick now, working to the fence, and we get the takedown here. So this is a super clean takedown. It's probably my favorite takedown to do. The next video should be the takedown video, so I'm going to rank all the best takedowns and tell you how to do it. So definitely look forward to that. It's something that's definitely been highly requested. It's something that I've been working on for a while, and it's taken a while to come to fruition, but I believe it should be the next upload or within the next 2, and I hope you guys look forward to that. But quickly, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that's been supporting the content as of recently. Subscribers have gone through the roof, so I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys, and it means a lot that you're enjoying the content. I've been streaming as well, had loads of people joining the stream, interacting, playing with you guys, and it's always a lot of fun. So if you are new around here and you do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more UFC 4 content. I'm going to try to get some more matchups in with other content creators. I'm going to start messaging a couple more people, see if I can set something up. But nevertheless, back into the video, you can see that I was controlling him off, I was on his back there, just controlling him, denying the transitions and riding the wave. I don't really like to use the rear naked choke, to be honest with you, just because of how broken it is. So you will see that I do shy away from using it a lot, even when I am in a position to do so. And it's something that I've probably got to eliminate from my game, because sometimes it does cause me to get finished just because I don't end up utilizing it. And the reason for it is just such a broken choke. Like I don't really want to have any involvement in it, but sometimes it does put me at a detriment. So it's definitely something I'm going to have to consider using. You can see here Colby shot for a takedown straight into the 3rd round. Had a very good round 2, and going to look to build off that this round. So you can see nice inside leg kick to bait out Colby's leg kick, in which we do check, and taking away Colby's legs will be very, very important because it will allow for easier knockdowns. Colby doesn't transmit much power, to be honest with you. That is where he's lacking, but it definitely makes up for that in volume because he can just keep striking at such a high rate. And at the moment, the pace we're fighting at is pretty high. Doing a good job in utilising head movement. You can see got the better of that exchange, snuck in that knee there, and just trying to offset rhythm, do little things, and that's just beautiful head movement there from Colby Covington. Beautiful uses of combinations, lands that head kick clean, and here I was in big trouble. Good utilisation of movement. I tried to sneak in that elbow to see if I can get a rock. Did land, but didn't get the rock, and now it's just about being patient. So stayed out of range of that jumping front kick. If that does land, it does a tremendous amount of damage. But you can see how I'm approaching this fight. Colby's still going to do Colby-like things. If you're coming up against a elite Colby player, this is what's going to happen. They're going to look to utilize a lot of combinations, and what you've got to do is you've got to try to offset that rhythm, try to circle away, try to keep out of range best as possible, and then when you are in range, make sure to fire back with big strong shots, especially with Burns. Burns just transmits so much power that when he does land, as you've seen in the rounds that have gone on, it's just devastating. And here, that uppercut, if that landed, whew, that would have been very, very big, but somehow doesn't. Good head movement again, and it's just about being patient. I'm not worried about the threat of the takedown, and this is the problem when a lot of people come up against Colby. They're not too worried about being on the feet in terms of power aspect. Obviously from endurance aspect they are, but they're more worried about being taken down and controlled. Now Burns just eliminates all of that, because I encourage you to take me down. If you take me down, that is absolutely fine, because you're not going to be able to just sit there comfortably. There's going to be threats of everything. Duck that head kick, well, question mark kick, and again, being extremely patient, because look at the head movement on Colby here. So this is a very good Colby Covington player. Definitely should have looked to take me down more, but understands that this player's faced me twice before and knows that my avenue for success is being on the ground. And I definitely think that neutralised his game plan, because had he have fought someone else, I guarantee it would have been much more wrestling orientated, wrestling heavy, looking to grapple constantly. I mean, he did so in the 1st round, but then, as soon as I started regaining some control and getting some reversals and, landed a takedown of my own in round 2, I think that my opponent could see that that is where I'm going to be most comfortable. So end up getting the finish here against a very, very good player. So definitely feel free to go check him out. Just want to say a huge thanks for all the support again. Really appreciate it. Any content suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Any gameplay you'd like to see, if you'd like to fight me, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Peace.